Hello, this is Slay, and today I'm gonna show you how to play Sweden, one of the most enjoyable countries to play with. Also, not the hardest one. So let's start the game. Our first goal will be to form Scandinavia, which is unity of, well, in this game it's Denmark, Sweden and Norway. Although Norway is already part of Swedish kingdom, so we don't have to sphere them or do anything with them. One way to form Scandinavia is to become a great power and then sphere Denmark. Other way is just to declare war on them and puppet them, but that might not be the best idea. As you can see, Prussia is already friendly with Denmark, so they might interfere. Anyway, let's get to politics and decisions. So as you can see, we have whatever. So to form Scandinavia, we need to be a great power, have a prestige of at least 45, be at peace, and of course need to have all the territories under our control. Also, we have a decision to abandon Finland, and I'm not quite sure if you should take that decision. Of course, later on you can incorporate Finland into Scandinavia, or you even have a core right now on Finland, so you can declare war on Russia and take it. But to be completely honest, Finland has really low literacy, which is one of the best things about Sweden. And their provinces are not really that great. They have low populated provinces, and I'm really not sure if they're worth taking. As you can see, you would have those two provinces, pink one and green one. Obviously, this is still Finland, and then this is Russia. So, if you ever have to go to a war with Russia, instead of having only two bordering provinces, you would have, what's this, 4? It's still not that bad, but I don't know, I simply prefer to have more research points and higher literacy. Of course, it will cost you maybe 1 or 2 national focuses, but it might be worth it. In this video I will not abandon Finland, just for the purpose of you guys wanting to keep it later on. And as you can see, it also let me just switch, okay, here. It also gives a lot of prestige, but which we need to form Scandinavia, so you might want to abandon Finland so you can form Scandinavia faster. But nevertheless, you can form it quite fast, and I'm gonna show you how to. So let's start a game. I'm just gonna balance our budget and get some culture text. Okay, so the first thing you want to get is romanticism. Whoa. That shouldn't be that hard to pronounce. Well, anyway. Let's tax our people. Need to get some money. If you want to become a industrial power with Sweden, it's possible, but don't just go straight into it. Let me just get the bureaucracy going here and here. Okay, so what I meant was if you want to keep low taxes on rich people, you can do it, but don't do it from the beginning. It's really not worth it. So, okay, I'm gonna get rid of a few ships. Okay, so frigates don't give us that much of military power, or actually don't give us at all. You might want to keep man-of-wars just to boost your military power for some time, so you can get easily to great power status. As you can see, we are already in rank 9, so we only need to... Well, USA will go ahead and get some points, so we have to go up the Ottomans or Spain to get into great powers. And I'm going to take Morocco. Let's justify war. The reason why I'm not going to take Taza, it has a gold later on. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't have gold right now, but it will have 2 gold provinces. Most players go for Taza, but I'm going to get Morocco and West Morocco, so I can get a naval base here, and that will make it much more easier to colonize later on and extend to Africa with our armies. One of the bad things about Sweden is we can't really get a powerful ally early on. As you can see, United Kingdom is close to, but they don't really want to ally us. So that's kind of unfortunate. As you can see, we already have 10 research points. So you should really use that advantage when playing Sweden. I'm gonna switch those guys to clergymen so we can get some more. And let me check on budgets. Okay, we are. If you set your education budget to 51%, you will still get some clergymen, not as many as if you would if you were fully funding your education. But still, we need to get some money at the moment. That's our main issue. And also I'm going to... Great, clippers are not in high demand, so I'm gonna buy some. And there we go. Let's get our troops ready to invade Africa. Okay, great, we have Hussar. That's awesome. Oh. Only 0.6 prestige, that's great. I'm gonna get some artillery, and that's it. So a war against Morocco you can win without any troops being there, and we're going to do that. Okay, let's spread our ships. Luckily Morocco has only 1 ship, and that is, I believe, yeah, clipper transport, so they can't harm our ships. And we have just enough supply limit to reach them, which is great. Means we will have no attrition on our ships. And let's see the war score. We already have 11, which is great. We only need 10 to finish the war. And they will soon accept peace, or rather offer us a peace. Let's check it now. Okay, 12%, so there we go. Speak free, yay! Unfortunately, we don't have any great resources in Sweden, and our manpower is quite low. So you should be really careful when building factories. As you can see, it's only grain, some lumber, and very limited resources of iron. Denmark is not better in any way, as you can see. They got some cows, which are great, but nothing more really. So we're gonna struggle later on with resources. That's why we need to colonize a lot of Africa. The great thing about Sweden is that due to high amount of research points, you can go for both industrial power and colonial power at the same time. So let's propose a peace. They really don't want to accept it, but they will eventually. Oh, never mind. So yeah, romanticism, and why the reason why you don't go for example, ideological thought and positivism first is because Romanticism gave you those sub-research or sub-technologies, whatever you want to call them. And if you research those first, like first in the world, you will get a huge prestige bonus. And there is a high chance of you being the first one because you have a technology, a research point advantage, which means that you will have a Romanticism first in the world. I'm not sure if USA can compete with you in that regard, but I think they can't. Okay, let's not auto-create our leaders. Oh, we have a decent admiral. That's great. So we have 4 infantry here, and okay, I need 1 more artillery here. Let's set our rail points to Orebro, or I don't know how. If this was German, I believe it would be Irebro, but I don't know. I don't know how Swedes pronounce that. I'm gonna build some more units so we can boost our military score. And let's get 1 cuirassier and more artillery. Okay. How many transports do we have? 3. Okay, we'll need at least 7. So let's build some more. Although actually we don't really have to. Let me check if Morocco is gonna accept. They still wouldn't. That's strange. I might have to move our fleet after all. Let's get some ships. So stockpile, okay, 73, not bad. The reason why I reduced naval spending is to preserve our clippers. I mean clipper convoys, not clipper transports. Because there will be a shortage of them soon. Although it's still not in high demand. If this was a multiplayer, then it would be. Okay, we have our bureaucracy done in Götaland. And let's switch. I'm gonna rotate those guys. Okay, get bureaucracy no, clergyman here and bureaucracy here. It's not that hard to get. Let me just check. Okay, here. It's not hard to get 100% administrative efficiency in all of your provinces, since you don't have too many of them, and they already have high efficiency, so why not get to 200%? Later on you might want to fight Russia if you really want that Finland. But the problem is they have a strong ally in France, and you really can't fight France. You can fight Russia. The one way to fight Russian armies is to not get any railroads here and not get medicine early on. That way they will suffer a huge amount of attrition while moving through your land. As you can see, they only have 12 supply limits in Tornio, so they will lose a huge amount of people just by walking through these lands. So that way you can get a 15 stack here and 15 stack here and defend easily. Or just let them occupy those 2 provinces and then move, keep your troops in mountains and here in forests. You'll have huge defensive bonus. That way you can win. And you can get a lot of war score. The one problem with being Scandinavia is that you will have to defend your Denmark land. Luckily, you have only one bordering province to Europe here. So that's one good thing. However, you will really need a large navy to be sure that you are not getting occupied quite that fast. And let's move these guys. Okay, we have a piece from Morocco, and I'm gonna get a naval base right away there. There we go, prestige gain, and let's go get realism. Whoa, we actually got Moroccan troops. No need for them. And we are already getting those prestige bonuses, which is great. Let's get some generals. Well, not that bad general actually. You might want to keep generals with bad attack and good defense, but don't pick good attacking generals without any defense or negative defense. That way, if you ever lose a battle and you're forced to retreat, you might run into some troubles if enemies following you. They might destroy your armies, which is really bad. Okay, so let's try to get to Sicily's allies. They don't really like us, but let's increase our relations. We might want to sphere them. They might come in handy later on in wars. They have really decent army, but they have only few ships, which is the problem with AI Sicily. Okay, so we already have almost maxed efficiency, so let's switch to clergymen fully. Okay, here. I want to get it to at least 2%, so we can switch later on to farmer. No farmers. You should never switch to farmers. Craftsmen and clerks. Okay, are we? Yeah, okay, we are making, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's get some more naval bases. We have in Mal, or actually in this province. Whoa. Okay, so how many? Okay, we can get an hour base here. Should I? No, I believe not. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to build it here. Perhaps I should have built one here. No, I can't build it, so it doesn't really matter. And one naval base here. A great thing about Denmark is that they already have, I believe they have, no, they don't have. No, I'm sure they have something in America. Let me check. Denmark. Oh yeah, there we go. So they have Danish West Indies, which is great because you can then reach America if you ever need to, but you won't really. No, not really. You might want Panama for some reason at some point. I really don't see why, but you know, it's still nice to have it. And they have, of course, Danish Ghana, which is a great province. You can reach all of those colonies in Africa, which are pretty important. So that is one more great thing. And oh, no, I didn't want that one. Well, never mind. Let's increase the speed a bit until, since we're waiting for More prestige until we become a great power. Okay, we can now move our troops. And what should be our next target? You might want to go for Sokoto. Well, yeah, we can go for that, I guess. I'm gonna use some, lose some armies there, but never mind. Oh, and more prestige. And now we can abandon Finland. 11 prestige, so we would need only 5 more to... Well, actually, let me check. We have 49 points, so almost 50. Let's check ranking. Spain has 63, so we need only 15 to get rid of them. Oh, that should be close enough, soon enough. Okay, we already have Admiral here. Let's get a General here. Actually, I want one attacking General here in these armies. Okay, we can get. We'll be able to get, so no problem. And the reason why Sokoto is great, to get it as soon as possible, let's get liberals, is because you can colonize this province, and that means you can get more prestige. And we love prestige, why not get it, if you can? So that's great. Oh, we already got it. Oh yeah, of course. We are at speed 5, I've got it. Okay, I made a mistake there. If you're transporting your troops via ships, you always... oh, wait. No, I want to get there. So, what I was speaking about, you always want to keep your ships near ports and near land. As you can see, if we travel through here, we won't get any attrition, but if we move here, we will get attrition. And that is reflected on our troops, unfortunately. Mistake, but never mind. Who passed us? Oh, Belgium. Oh, pesky little Belgium. They have some factories, which reminds me we can start now making some. Let's pause for a minute. Gonna switch to National Party. And let's check. We have Casus Belli until December, so we have to get into a war fast. Unfortunately, there is no other way to get to Sokoto. At this point, at least, as you can see, we would suffer a lot of attrition. Actually, our ships would suffer a lot if we would transport our troops here. And unfortunately, these African provinces have only, I believe, let me check, I think they have 6, yeah, 6 supply limit, so you want to move your troops bit by bit, not all of your troops at one time. Otherwise, you will just lose too many. Let's get liquor distillery. Yay! The reason I'm not getting any other factory at the moment is because we can get bonus from grain, and we don't really have enough goods to support any other factory at the moment. Maybe we could support steel factory, but that is once we get Sokoto, since as you can see we can get a lot of coal here, which we don't have that many in our land. Actually, I'm not sure if we have coal at all. Yeah, we don't. We have some iron, which is nice, but not that much at all. So let's get farming efficiency. And we now have a lot of money, so we can increase our clergyman and military spending. Okay, let's get those guys moving. Okay, it's already August. We might start a war now, just to not forget it later on. I'm gonna go for Benin first. Let's go. There. Okay. Anything major happening in Europe? No. Not really. Russia is at war with Kokand, that's standard stuff. And if you're playing Russian multiplayer, don't attack Kokand. It's really, really not worth it. I believe you don't have a casus belli, free casus belli on them, so really, really not worth it. Okay, let's get those guys here and then here. We don't want to move through their territory yet. And let's get our guys here. Okay, no. Luckily this province has a lot of supply limits, so that's great. And we are 10th, but we are jumping in prestige, so we will soon become a great power. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna slow down and pause. At this point, you can go for medicine, and that is probably your best bet. But if you want to fight Russia at some point, at any point actually, you don't want to get it early because of the supply limit here. It would increase, and then Russian won't lose as many armies as they would here. So let's assume that we want to get Finland at some point, since we didn't abandon them. Let's go for ideological thought, and of course increase relations with Sicily. And let me check. They're in French sphere, so they really won't be allying us. Might get Portugal. Why not? Or no, wait. Netherlands is a secondary power, so let's increase relations with them. We can get them in our sphere and then make them fight our wars. Let's get rid of bad generals. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Don't really need him at this point. Get rid of this one. And there we go. Yeah, we have pretty decent generals actually. Something I actually struggle with Italy. They really get worst possible generals. Like every time. Minus attack, minus defense. Great shit. Useless, but whatever. The game actually has some hidden modifiers when it comes to generals, to make it like more historical. If you're Italian, you won't like what? Whoa. We're getting some attrition here. Let's move our troops. Don't want that. No. You go there and then go here. And yeah, no, I don't want to fight him here. This is a huge mistake. Oh god, I forgot to fund our troops. Most important thing. So let's get them here. How much time? 17 February. No, we need to get faster. Can we get out of here. No, 22nd. 18th. 21st. 19th. Oh, come on. Really? We can't get out of here. Ah, fuck. Let's hope that our troops can beat them. I don't really think they can, since we have no organization, but we still have a technology advantage. We're actually beating them. Funny enough. Still have to retreat. Yeah, we lost. Luckily we didn't lose any regiments there. I'm gonna move more troops here. Let's get Jingle. Should be really careful fighting Sokoto. They have large armies for the country of their size. And we're getting some organization finally. So it's possible to go for all of these with Sweden. But I somehow prefer state capitalism. Although laissez-faire might not be the bad one. I actually start to realize that laissez-faire is probably the best one. However, I don't trust AI building factories for me, so that's why I go for state capitalism. And do we? Yeah, we didn't actually. We have only one factory here. Let's switch to craftsman. And let's get state. At least for now. Later on you might switch to laissez-faire. And I might go for a steel factory actually. Why not? Since we are going to have some coal here in Sokoto, I'm gonna go for it. Why not? Can we build some IKEA? Let's see. No, not this one. Actually, why not? Let me see. What is the most populated of these? So, Westlandet? Or whatever. Okay, yeah, we can get IKEA here. Yay! Although it's in Norway, right? Not in Sweden. But never mind. Okay, move our troops here. Finally get it done. Merge those guys. We shouldn't lose a battle here. We are fully funded and we have enough organization. So, how far are we from becoming a great power? We have 69. And Ottoman 79. So 10 more points. Okay, that shouldn't be too far. Well, let's continue increasing relations with Sicily and Netherlands. There we go! Okay, I'm gonna wait here for some time so we can get our full armies before... Or actually... Yeah, I'm gonna wait. At least a bit, so we can get at least 16. So we can continue occupying. And we can get some reforms. Whoa. It will be a long time until we can get some social reforms. That's unfortunate, so let's go with press rights. Okay. Wait till November so we can reinforce our troops. And I heard a naval base building somewhere. We have it here? Yeah. Right. I'm gonna get rid of... or do I actually? We're only getting half a point for capital ships, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Yeah, it hurt us a bit, but nothing serious. We can deal with it. Oh wait. So no, I want these guys. Let's move them here. And then you occupy here. So if Sokoto moves their troops here, we can attack them. And we're suffering only 2%, which is the base attrition, so it doesn't really matter. And we can attack now. These guys get a general. Whoa, what the fuck? I've never seen this. I've never seen this happen. So they actually moved. Whoa. Wait a sec. They actually moved their troops out of the country. Wow. I've never seen that happen. So how's the battle going? Not that good at all. They're turning a bit. But they're rolling like crazy. 9. Not good at all. I don't think they will attack, they will follow us. This is not good at all, I'm losing a lot of troops. Which I shouldn't be. This is all because of not funding armies in the beginning. That cost us a lot. It's funny how they don't move back. Maybe I could actually just occupy territories and not fight them at all if they keep being here. That would be nice. That actually hurt our prestige a bit. Well, nothing too important. So let's get to idealism. That's great. That's awesome. Our regiments are regenerating slowly. That's gonna slow us, but never mind. Let's get some more armies there to help us occupy faster. And March, let's get to April and then move our troops. Why are you not getting any manpower? Come on. Oh, research modifier +1. That's nice. And let's not lose any people. Gonna piss off people a bit, but we need to piss our people a bit so we can get reforms going. And the great thing is that Sokoto is not actually going to fight here or move their troops at all, which is great. I don't know if we actually need those troops down there. Just occupying this territory and then moving to capital should give us enough war score. I'm gonna add a war goal so we can... We're at 0 infamy, so they will slowly burn some until this war is done. And we got some prestige. So how many factories do we have? Okay, 3, not bad. We're gonna keep subbing them so they don't lose any workers. And let's reduce our tariffs. We're actually getting a lot of money from tariffs, as you can see. So the one way is to keep taxing your people, which will piss them off. Now, as you can see, our economy can't really take it. I'll have to... So if you're not taxing your poor people, for example, then they will get a lot of money and they will be able to advance in ranks and promote to, for example, farmers will be able to promote to officers, clerks, etc. Let me just check. Okay, we are doing fine. And we are soon to become a great power, which is great. As you can see, we are 7th in the world by... let's move here. By prestige, which is great, which is awesome. Means we can soon form Scandinavia. And I'm not sure when should I end this how to play. Let's get rid of these. No, actually, let's check. Okay, there only need 3 more people to be able to support these brigades, so I'm gonna keep them. So I'm not sure when should I end this how to play. Once I form Scandinavia or a bit more. We can easily, let me check. Yeah, we can easily beat Austria for 5th place once we form Scandinavia. And we're actually already getting some clerks, so I can switch from craftsmen to clerks here. And one thing I forgot to do is to lower our administration to 50%. This will make sure that they don't promote. Well, let me check actually. Let's go to, for example, let's go here. So we don't have any focus here. So let's get to farmers and then check if they're promoting. Yeah, they're only promoting to bureaucrats at 0.5 rate, so. And more prestige, great. We're actually pretty lucky with those events. So what is our war score against Sokoto? Oh yeah, they will peace out soon. Yeah, there we go. So let's move our troops here. And you guys can go there. And we can now start expanding here. I'm not sure how far we are from becoming a great power. Few months should be. New year, yay! Get rid of fucking annoying messages. Since we have max clergyman here, let's go for clerks. Obviously clerks work in factories, so they're... how should I explain this? Well, workers, actually craftsmen are making all the products, and then clerks should make sure that craftsmen are doing a good job or something like that, so they will boost your factory efficiency, but they don't produce any goods directly. I don't know if their armies are glitched. I actually never seen AI move their troops out of their country. I mean, not out of their countries, but move their troops to uncolonized land, which is really strange. And we're actually getting some really nice diplomacy points. We're starting, or actually continue increasing relations. You might want to fight Netherlands for Java at some point, or Java, however you want to pronounce it. I think Java is right, but I'm not sure. So the reason why is because let's check the RG output for, where is the sulfur? Okay, here. As you can see, Austria has some, Belgium has some, France obviously, none of the lands you can really get. The reason why you can go for Netherlands is that they tend to become great power, and once they become great power, they usually won't have Let me just see. I won't have a strong ally in the beginning, because all the other great powers will be allying each other. As you can see, Prussia is not allying anyone at the moment. Who is UK allied with? Yeah, with Ottomans, so Prussia is not allying anyone, which is kinda strange. They usually ally UK or Spain. Spain has no great power ally. So anyway, still, if you don't plan on fighting Russians, I'm gonna repeat this 3 times, but never mind, because it's really important. Medicines is the research you should really get. But since we are not going to be so pacifistic, let's go for more plurality, more what the fuck do you want? Norwegian nationalists? Really? Why? The problem is if they win, we're going to lose prestige. Later on we could get them in our sphere and then again form Scandinavia. But let's not take a prestige hit. And we are now great power. Okay, so let's pause for a second. Let me see if... Oh god. Prussia is already friendly with Denmark. Opposed. I was hoping that they are going to ban us nevertheless. Or discredit. I hope they discredit us. I'm gonna go with only one influence point. Let's get some on 2 Sicilies. And get some on Netherlands. Since they're not a great power still. So there we go. I'm gonna... I don't want Denmark building some shit factories. So I'm gonna open on my own. Let's get to liquor distillery, and we can get a canned food factory here. Since they have a lot of moo-moos or cows, whatever. There we go. We can actually... the reason why I'm going for Sicily is because of sulfur, and we can get an ammunition factory there. Or any of those making any... No, those shit. All of these factories are probably going to be closed sometime soon. Not worth investing in them. And let's see. Okay, let's get the glass factory here, since we are producing some liquor. There we go. And let's unpause the game. Let's see if Prussia is going to ban us right away. Can we actually get an alliance with them? No, they will not accept. What about Austria? Nope. Spain maybe? No. Great. Well, fuck Spain. Okay. Do we have a smaller? Yeah, we have a smaller stack. Great. We have... And we are actually now producing a lot of money. Or gaining, whatever. So we can lower our tariffs. Can we go to 0%? Not likely. How many? Okay, we're close to having 2%, so I'm gonna lower our education a bit. And military spending also. We are not going to fight any major war anytime soon, so no need in keeping our military that high at all. Let's go with 51. Whoa, not 0, 51. So I want to get some soldiers, not that many. Prefer to get craftsmen at this point. Oh, actually, I forgot. We can stop funding our military, right? Since we're not fighting any wars. Whoa, more fucking... Why? Why are we getting nationalists? We don't need organization that high to fight rebels. Why are we getting nationalists? The bad thing is we have to fight in mountains and... Oh, okay, that battle was quick. So the thing I wanted to show was... Okay, let's get those guys occupying that. And I'm gonna slow down in next battle so I can show you how important mounted bonus is. I'm gonna fund military for just a bit. Until we are fighting done with the rebels. And let's slow down here. Actually, as you can see, clerks are affecting our research points, so that's great. And whenever you can, encourage clerks. They're great. So. Okay. We have -2 terrain and -1 for crossing. So mountains are really great for fighting defensive battles as well. Forests, tundras, I guess. No, what is this? Arctic? Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. Sahara also, I guess. Deserts. All of those terrains give you defensive bonuses. So if you're fighting, if you have to fight, fight there. You can often lure AI to fight you by placing a smaller stack, for example. If you want to fight, for example, in Karlstad, I believe that means Karl's city, Karl's land. That's German, come on. I don't know, it might mean. Anyway, if you want to fight, for example, there, you can place your troops here. And for example, they have a 20,000 stack here, or here. You can lure AI by, let me increase speed to 3. You can lure AI, for example, bring your 9 stack here. And then, if you, for example, you have the same army tech, they will not attack you right. No, actually, they will attack you. Just let me increase relations with Denmark. Do they want alliance, actually? No. I'm gonna, since Prussia is not banning us, that is quite strange. Never mind, I'm gonna increase relations with Netherlands and Sicily. Again. That will boost our influence gain on them. So, for example, Russia has troops in Orebro, and they want to attack Karlstad. They'll start attacking, so if you reinforce while they're going to Karlstad, or Karlstad, they might stop attacking you. And they'll actually just wait or attack some other province, which is not what you want. So you should get a defensive general here. We don't have really, okay, we have this one. So let them attack, and only once they attack you reinforce. So that way you will fight a defensive battle in the province you want to fight. And let's move our focus from Gatland to Westland. Right, that's one. Let me check. Yeah, Gatland. Can we get some more factories? Let me see. What should we get? We have some cotton actually. yeah, we have a decent amount of cotton. We can open a fabrics factory, I guess. And then let me see, maybe we can go for a luxury factory. What do we need for it? No, this is luxury clothes. Luxury furniture factory. We're going to have... well, no, that's not what I wanted. We're going to have we're going to colonize Niger Delta, so that means we can get a lot of I'm gonna increase the speed a bit. A lot of what is tropical wood. So that means we will later on be able to get some luxury furniture factories. We don't need them at the moment. So let's go with Gatland doesn't really have any decent bonuses. It's grain and fish, and really we can go with furniture factory, but we already have in Kia building. Invest landed. Whatever. I'm sure there will be a lot of pissed Swedes in chat, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I probably am. I don't know Swedish, really. Sorry. So let's get our mechanical production fast first, actually. More liberals. And okay, what was the thing I wanted? Oh yeah. So I wanted to make a clothes factory, or rather fabrics factory. Unfortunately, oh wait, no, I don't want to invade UK. Okay, let's get that. Get our influence in Sweden or Netherlands. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reduce our... Okay, here. No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm gonna reduce our influence on Netherlands and Sicily, so I can increase it on Denmark, so we can form Scandinavia faster. Are we actually discredited in Denmark? We're not. That means that maybe Prussia will add them to Sphere. Once they add them to Sphere, they can form NGF, which is North German Federation, and increase our opinion. That way, what is this? The Sicilies, really? Increase opinion? Okay. Who is decreasing our opinion there? France? Is it? Never mind. So once NGF forms, they'll not pay attention to Denmark, so you can get easily. Let's get. What should I get? State controlled. Okay. Our industrial power is quite nice, actually. I'm gonna go with... We don't really need more literacy, we already have it enough. So you can go for biologism, but you really don't need to. Oh, there we go. Did they ban us or discredit? Let me check. Oh fuck. Banned. So let's get Sicily and Sweden then. Let's get railroads. Can we get to ally Sicily? No. Okay, increase relations. Maybe Netherlands? Whoa. Too many great power allies. Who do they have? Prussia? Let me check. Oh, Spain? Really? Oh god. Well, that's annoying. Let's go with state capitalism. And we can build some railroads. We have what? Saxe? Oh, okay, that's some German states, right? I'm not sure. I could be wrong there. Let's see. There, yeah, German state, okay. Get our influence going in Netherlands. And we can now build railroads. Let's get them. Whoa, this game is going really fast, right? Whoa, nice research bonus. No, coal we really don't produce that much. Don't need it, so let's go with this one. Oh, so many pop-ups. So let's get our railroads going. So again, if you're going to fight Russia, make sure that you don't build railroads here, in those two provinces. Later on you can. Let's get some in Denmark, since they're going to become Scandinavia soon. Get it here, although really not important province. Whatever. Get some here. And don't forget to build railroads in Sokoto. It will increase your production by a lot. We are getting really great amount of industrial power. Do we want some militancy? We want moralism. Although in real life I'm atheist, so... But in game, I don't know. I said... It doesn't really matter that much. Usually liberals support atheism. So if you want to boost your liberals, then you should go for that. And we're actually producing a lot of money from... Let's get with a low priority there. Get some workers in this factory. What is our focus? Once we get Denmark, we'll have more national focus. And there we go, silk production. Liberals. At some point I'll switch to laissez-faire. Or whatever it's called, I don't care. Let's stop taxing our rich people. The reason why I don't want to go for liberals early on is because I don't want them to, our capitalists, to build random factories. Of course, if you go to production, you can see that capitalists give bonus to factories and their production once they're owned by them. If you let them build and you give them money, they'll have a larger impact on that. But I don't want them to build shit factories that will going to be closed quickly. Oh, we actually have some coal here. How comes? Do we? No, we don't. Oh, we have it. Oh, great. I'm gonna expand the steel factory soon. Of course, I'm not allowed at the moment, but... Oh, we have no money, okay. That's why. Doesn't matter. Let's check how actually good are we doing when it comes to industrial score. Oh, fuck off. France has only 23, so we're doing really great. And fucking... Why do I get so many nationalists? Let me check. So, suffrage movement, weighted wealth. No, fuck off, I don't want check rebel support. Rebel power, why? Revolt risk 0. How comes they're revolting? Never mind. So let's go to population and let me check who are the most militant people in Norway. You go there. No. Commerce. I want to get commerce before I switch to something like military-industrial complex or something. Let's get one of the most underrated techs is the market functionality. Not only that it gives you bonus to production, but it also gives you bonus to diplomatic points, right? Influence, actually, which is great. So let's, okay, North something, Norge. Okay, let's see. Most of our population here are laborers, actually. So let's check size, laborers. No, those are farmers, come on. Deselect. Okay. So why are they revolting? They should be really happy. Well, they obviously aren't, since we don't have enough goods for them to be happy. Let's reduce our taxing on poor people. I don't want to fight any more rebellions, no need. So, at this point, since I'm building a fabrics factory, it's not a bad idea to go into war with Egypt, and they have no troops. I'm going for it, for sure. The good thing about Sweden is that they have, again, a lot of research points, so that means that you can actually make Suez Canal quite fast. Can we get some allies before invading Egypt? Oh, great. Awesome. We are really close to spheering. I'm gonna slow down spheering in the Netherlands and just focus on Sicily's, so we can get them to fight our war. So how far are we from Austria again? Or actually USA had jumped over Austria. Not that far, 25 points more or less. So let's see, okay, we don't need them here. We're going to switch to Gatland. No, don't want to lose your people. As you can see, if your people are pissed, they are more likely to pass reforms. So let's see. No, only 17.53 want this reform, so quite unfortunate. We'd have to piss them a lot more to get a basic school system or healthcare. The best way to do so is to lose a war, but we don't really want that, right? So let's get... No, still not? Really? Okay, they're coming into our sphere soon, so... Once we get them, they will accept alliance offer. Unfortunately, Prussia is being annoying and not letting us spear Denmark. However, we are going to pass them in our influence soon. They're friendly, right? Why? Okay, yeah. They only have 10 points there. Are we getting some? Yeah, we are. So why does it show 39? Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, we can now, let's pause for a moment, increase opinion, and get Sicily in our sphere. Okay, now we can reduce our influence on Sicily and get some on Netherlands. Form alliance quite soon. Let's get more diplomatic influence. How's our fabrics factory doing? Oh. Already making a lot of money. That's great. Let's check a trade. Fabrics in high demand. That is great. That is awesome. Liquor. Where is liquor? In high demand. Again, great thing. What else do we have? Furniture, right? High demand. So great. Wine. Can we make some wine? No, we obviously don't have any fruit in Sweden. But we have it in Sokoto, so maybe we could go for wine factory next. Yeah, actually I'm going to build one in Gotland. Do we have enough money? We have. Right. Whoa, wait. Let's not get bankrupt. Let's go with this. Tariffs are at 0%. Okay, we're fine, I guess. It was a temporary. Or maybe not. Yeah, it was. Okay, I'm gonna reduce our taxes on middle class, so they can get their luxury needs and promote to capitalists. Whoa. Stockholm, you're a lady. Great. More prestige. We can add the Netherlands to our sphere. Oh, yay. And again, reduce our influence on Netherlands, so we can focus on Denmark. Okay, form alliance. They will accept. Great. No, I don't want to send our troops. And let's first check. Yeah, okay. So UK is fearing Egypt, but they're doing it rather slowly, which means we can attack them. Let's get Sinai. Really? They don't want to join? Oh, that is strange. I might want to make some ships. And let's lower our construction spending so we don't run into debt. We already have a loan, but that is our internal loan, so we're fine. We don't really want to go bankrupt. And let's move our troops to Egypt. I don't want to take any attrition. Whoa, wait. Okay, need to make some cuts here. Okay, they need some more material here, so I'm gonna tax our people just for a moment and increase tariffs so we can get money. Tariffs are a really great way to get money. Sometimes if you notice that you're not making any money or you're making very few from tariffs, that might be because you're in a sphere of great power, and that way they basically reduce your tariffs. Increase our relations with Denmark. They're actually not in the sphere of Prussia, which is great. Means we don't need to deal with them. I'm gonna start funding our troops. Again, reduce taxing on the capitalists. Reduce our poor a bit. And there we go. Gonna go with 10%. I think that's okay. We're still losing some money because we're making ships, so that's okay. I'll let them get here once they're done. And great, Netherlands offers alliance. And we can actually abuse Netherlands to deal with Egypt. So that is great. You should really, whenever you're playing, try to abuse AI and your allies to fight your wars for you, if you can. Something Great Britain actually did quite well in real life. Okay, we have to be at peace to form Scandinavia. That will happen soon. Actually, not that soon. I want to finish this war. So yeah, but I'm gonna end the this episode once we finish the war and become great power. Actually, not a big great power, become Scandinavia. So, do you want to join the war? Very likely, yes, great. I'm not gonna call in Denmark because I don't want them to lose their population. I'd rather keep them working in factories. Let's see if we can actually expand. No, we can't expand. They don't have enough workers. But the good thing is, let me show you again. They actually have clerks employed in factories already, which is great. Who's sixth by industrial score? Let's see, Belgium. They had 22. It'll take some time till we pass them. We can get some. No. Let's get no more prestige. Let's get some more railroads. Why not? So Sicily is finally invading Egypt. Egypt has they have some troops. Only 2 brigades. Nothing important. And there we go. Clerks are. Let me check. So that means we can actually expand our factory, right? Yep, an artillery factory building. That's actually not bad at all. Can we expand? No, we don't have enough money. Wine factory there. Who's making this factory? Capitalists? And yeah, probably. Projects. No, why? I don't want that. Well, yeah, that is the downside of having a lot of capitalists making your factories. That clipper factory will make no money at all. But whatever. Oh, great. Well, whatever. So what's Netherlands doing? Are they moving any troops? Seems like no. Do they have any troops here? Let me see. Whoa, Sicily? Really? Great. Oh, actually they are. Oh god, they have no transport fleet here. That is bad. Well, never mind. Should we send our troops to increase the speed of this war? Yeah, why not? If you want to preserve your troops, you can. But let's... I really want to form Scandinavia as fast as I can. Unfortunately, due to not having medicine, we are suffering in not increasing our population actually. So that's crap. Whatever. Why are you taking Crete, Sicily? Go for Egypt. Do they have some troops here? No, just blockades. Well, okay, still fine. We're getting war score. Oh, actually, they're fighting a war against Ethiopia. That's great. That's great. That's awesome timing. And let's get some blockades. Oh, or actually, Sicily is having a blockade. Having them blockaded. What happened there? Ah, never mind. I'm gonna... No, I don't have enough money to actually build some forts. You want to build a fort in Stockholm. No matter what country you will, no matter what country you're playing, you will want to have some forts in your capital. Because capital is actually worth a lot of war score. I'm gonna get some tariffs because we need some money to make railroads and expand some factories. Clean coal. We could go for that actually right now, but let's get some money bill printing. And we have a factory building there, so I'm going to expand. Which one? Let's expand one in Gatland. Yeah, we have to sub our factories because they're not able to build to make money by themselves. So that's unfortunate, but what can you do? See, now if we had that medicine, it wouldn't take so much attrition. But never mind. And we can actually, something you will want to do is to use your let me see, I'm gonna switch from Swaland. Use your colonial guys to fight for you instead of fighting yourself. I mean with your own troops, core population. I don't want Swedes to die. They're cool people, right? So let's add a war goal, demand concession. I'm going for Middle Egypt to get some more cotton. And then we're going to take Luxor as well. And who knows, maybe if we have... How much of war score do we need to get those? Some 30%, right? No, 40. Since we don't have too many infamy, we can go for Dongola also, and then we can have those tropical wood and start making luxury furniture factory. Which is great because... let me show you. Okay, here it's in high demand, and not many countries can actually have tropical wood to make them. So Russians are doing their shit. And we're doing our. So we're not getting any industrial points here. I'm going to make some railroads here. Let me see. We don't have that much money, so okay, get some here also. And get some in Sokoto so we can increase our production of raw goods. Yeah, and when we run out of... Oh, we have to wait a bit. Okay. They're so sweet. We are not increasing in our factory score because Because of tariffs, really. They hurt factories a lot. Actually, you know, let me check. How many capitalists do we have? No, select all. 400. So maybe... No, actually it doesn't really matter. If you tax them, then how much money? No, 24, that's nothing. That's really nothing. I'm gonna get one more of this, and then I'm going for a few of economic thought and organization tax, and then we're probably going to switch to some other what's it called? Research school or whatever? Oh, administration, okay. Not the best bonuses ever. But those, this one, we have corporative industrialism, is actually quite good for the beginning, early stages. Because you don't have culture penalty and you have commerce bonus, which commerce is, in the early game, commerce is better than industry. You get more money. And especially if you're planning on expanding and getting some colonies, then you want to get commerce tech. This is because commerce tax, as you can see, they reduce your factory costs, so they boost your industry in some way, and then also they increase your tax efficiency and administration efficiency, which both are useful when you have colonies. So are we getting, let me check, are we getting ticking war score from Sinai? No, we have to get one more territory. I'm gonna split our units, so get you guys, and there you go occupy, well, this, and then you go there. Oh, without general. That was bad, but never mind. Small troops, so doesn't really matter. Let's get this guy. Monetary system. Yay! Okay, we don't need tariffs anymore. And let's get some more. Oh, we have some troops here. You know what? Let's finish the war. I really want to form the Scandinavia. So I'm gonna move them to Egypt. Political view. There we go. Actually, let me see. Yeah, okay, we can send some more troops. If you go this way, yeah. Less attrition, so let's go. You guys, get some general there. This one is not that bad. Go there. And finally this guy. Let's go through here, then go there. And finish going there. If you're wondering how I'm doing this, you just hold shift and then click through what territories you want your units to move. That way you don't get any additional attrition, which is great. So we don't have 2% of our population being clergymen. I really want it, and let's see if we boost our education. We're going to lose a bit of money, but it's really worth it, so let's get it. As you can see, we are ranked 7th, so even if there was like a human player playing Ottomans and getting a lot of Egypt, you would still be ranked enough to be a great power. I mean, high enough to... Well, you get what I mean, right? Not high enough, but high in terms of ranking. Well, okay, let's get this. We have 23%, so we can get more. Let me check. So, demand concession, That is Upper Egypt. Okay, it's 16. Demand concession on Dongola is 20. Great, we can get both. So let's get that. Upper Egypt. Let's get it all. Do they have some troops? 3, so that is 1 regiment, right? Yeah. Okay, they have nothing. And let's split our ships. Get more blockades here. Although once those are occupied, it won't mean that much. But still. If you don't really, again, if you don't want to spend your troops fighting this war, you can just let Sicily and Netherlands deal with them, but it will be a much slower war. So we're going to use our own troops also. Get. What do... Okay, so we have suffrage movement, weighted wealth. Okay, let's get rid of those guys. I don't want them to rebel right now. And increase speed a bit. A lot. So, organized factories are actually... Wait, yeah, we can... Okay, never mind. We'll get done with it until 1850s, so we can get more research points. Right, we have? Let me check, yeah. Empiricism. Yeah, no, it's actually 1860s, so... Do we need nationalism and imperialism to form Scandinavia? I think we don't. No, we don't, we just need to be at peace. So let me check our influence points. We have 100% on everyone, so we can sphere more countries. Who should we sphere? Portugal might not be the bad one. No, sorry Egypt, sorry, we need to get more from you. We'll get there. We want Dongola, right? Yeah, Dongola. Demand concession, Dongola. Proceed, okay. Again, Norwegian rep. Why? Why do you keep rebelling? Alliance offer from Denmark, okay. Move guys there. Is this part? Yeah, this is part of Dongola also. And you can go there. How much war score do we have? We have 49, great. Pray for the fallen. The end of the revolution, yay! Okay. We got rid of some of the... Will this guys go? Do we have to fight them? Go away, go away! Come on, come on. Okay, we don't have to fight them. Great. No need to kill our people. We'll let them work in factories better. Right? Who can we sphere? Let me see. Peace offer. Sinai, Middle Egypt, and Mongolia. Oh, they added a war goal. Okay, that's all I think. We don't need anything more. Oh, great. It doesn't look that bad at all. So we can build some more. Let me get nationalism. We can get we don't really have to. We can already have more national focus. So actually I'm gonna skip that. Let's go with semi-automatization. And there we go, more prestige, and Scandinavia is formed. Great. So let's open up our factories in Denmark and sub them. Of course, as you can see, our literacy haven't dropped because Danes are already quite literate people. So that is great, and I'm going to encourage craftsmen here. So let me check how many troops can we make. And I really love this color. It remains blue, so that is great. It's awesome. So as you can see, we still have positive colonial points, and that means that we can colonize quite a lot. So I think that's it for this session, for this guide. As you can see, we have, let me pause for a sec. We have Scandinavia, and you can build a lot of naval bases throughout your country actually, and we have a decent setup for future colonization. You can get this part of Africa and then connect your colonies, which is great. We have this one, so yeah, something I forgot to mention. The thing about West Morocco is that it is a low populated province, which means that it requires a low amount of colonial power to maintain. But you're actually going to profit a lot of it from it, because you can make naval base and therefore boost your colonial power by a lot. So thanks guys for watching. I'm probably going to make Greece guide next. That will be a longer guide. I'm going to form Byzantium, probably try to, right? And one guy asked how to fight Ottomans. Actually, it's really not that hard once you get your armies going. The bigger problem is that Greek economy sucks really bad. Even Serbia has a better economy than Greece. So that's it. Thanks for watching and enjoy your time.